Hi, tell me guys, what's an off-road vehicle? Big car with big wheels, high clearance and 4-wheel drive. That's what they usually are, but why not go a little bit further than that? Let's have a look at some of the most unusual off-road vehicles you most likely never even heard of before. Check out RIPSAW EV2. This all-terrain vehicle looks a lot more like a tank, and it definitely stands out among its peers. Developed by HUNTA Technologies, this monster combines speed, passability, and maneuverability. There isn't a place that this baby can't go through. Any type of terrain, any weather conditions, RIPSAW can handle it all. Apart from being very capable in terms of its practicability, this vehicle can go pretty fast. And what's most peculiar is that it drifts. Thanks to modern composite high-strength materials, it weighs only 4.5 tons. Believe me, that's nothing for a vehicle of this caliber. The creators call their brainchild a supercar among all-terrain vehicles. It doesn't have any type of armor and it's got super modern caterpillars. Inside there's a powerful diesel engine that works in perfect harmony with a hydrostatic transmission. Count to 5 and you'll see it reach 80 kmph. Imagine this thing goes 100 km per hour on rough terrain. That must be one hell of a show. Once you lay your eyes on FEROX SHAMAN, you can't get them off it. Indeed, it looks quite unfamiliar. If you ask me, I've never seen anything like it before. It doesn't look like most cars. The first thing you notice, of course, is that it's freakishly massive. It is 6.3 meters long and 2.5 meters wide, 2.7 meters high. It's got wheels and uses low-pressure tires. There are 3 drive modes: on-road, off-road, and a so-called crab mode that makes it go sideways. This guy is a great swimmer. It crosses swamps and gullies like no other. And it does it in a way that passengers don't even notice. The frame of this car is airtight and resembles a kind of boat. Inside, there's a 4-cylinder 176 horsepower Iveco F1C engine. There are 2 fuel tanks with the total capacity of 260 liters. Average fuel consumption is 25 liters, but you can't really speculate what it's gonna be on rough terrain because it would depend on many factors. Recently, TOURNEAU Tires launched a very impressive video of a pretty creepy looking vehicle of a military origin. It's a very unique, super modified all-terrain finish that used to be a part of the British Army. So the main goal was to make it peaceful. FEROX is a British armored car that was developed back in the late 40s. The total of 4,400 copies were made, but the one you see in Open Country AMT commercial video is one of a kind. FEROX was modified by the Californian company Action Vehicle Engineering. 6-liter Rolls-Royce motor was replaced by the Chevrolet Corvette LS V8. Now, we don't really know what goes in sausages at this point because they keep it a secret, but one thing is clear though, this thing got a lot more power and it's way faster than your regular all-terrain. What we do know, however, is that they use King shock absorbers. That is to allow for better energy intensity. The most interesting part of the new FEROX is the side wheels. You may be thinking that those are spare ones, but they are functional and can be controlled by means of hydraulic motors. Now there used to be a big gun on top, but they got rid of it and replaced it with a kinda harpoon that shoots a kinda hook, which is connected to the winch cable. By the way, the rough-looking beardy guy operating the vehicle isn't a war veteran, it's off-road champion B.J. Baldwin. Sometime during the 1950s, TOURNEAU Inc. made a few so-called overland trains. One of them was TOURNEAU TC497. The size of it staggers you. It's 173 meters in length and 9 meters high. It's got 54 wheels. Each wheel is about the size of a regular car. Super durable, exclusive tires were made by Firestone. Each wheel has a separate electric motor, which allows for a much better traction. So you can think of it as a sort of train. The difference is that the steel wheels are replaced with the rubber ones. The overall power of TC497 is 5,000 horses. The train consisted of 8 to 12 trailers. It could carry as much as 150 tons of load. The total mass of the train itself was about 450 tons. You may be wondering about the purpose of this giant. And it's obvious that it consumes way too much fuel and generally isn't very practical. As we mentioned before, it was built in the 1950s, the time when the Cold War between Soviets and US was in full swing. The US was afraid that Soviets would destroy all their railroad connections with a few atomic bomb strikes, and so they had to come up with some sort of alternative solution. TC-497 used to be a top-secret development, but as the time passed, the secret was finally revealed. The price of this thing, as you can imagine, is rather high, $3.7 million. When I first saw this genius thing, it boggled my mind, and I immediately wanted to try it out for at least a little while. Human mind is capable of wonderful things. Some engineers really push it far and think creatively to come up with extraordinary things. So this thing is called CHAINLINK Extreme 4x4. CHAINLINK Extreme 4x4 has 4 absolutely independent wheels with an incredible vertical swing of 2 meters. It's got very capable air suspension and chain drives. It has 5-liter V4 Ford Mustang motor, a 4-speed transmission, and a hydraulic suspension. It's probably the most passable vehicle out there. No 4x4 is matched for this guy at this point. Australian FEROX Advanced Vehicles Corporation created a prototype of a 6-wheel all-terrain concept. It is based on fluid operating system and has 2 modes of transport. It uses BMW 1200 GS motorcycle power unit. It's got 4 liquid motors, each of which responds with its wheel. They are connected to a single pump that pumps over the 95% water liquid. Engineers claim that such motors are 98% effective. A single motor is capable of producing 160 Hm of torque. One motor weighs 11.3 kilos. The rear suspension is balanced and allows for a very smooth ride even over a rough terrain. Creators say that it's like flying on a magic carpet. The cross-country vehicle HUNTA, also known as Overcomer, is a brainchild of a Belarusian and German specialist. This thing can move just about anywhere, be it the rocky terrain, water, swampy, and even icy areas. HUNTA has very unique low tires that provide high maneuverability, and most importantly, the tires are designed in a way that they don't damage topsoil. That is due to low ground pressure. It's got a fiberglass body. The cabin provides outstanding heat and sound insulation. A HUNTA can run on gasoline and diesel engines. They say that Overcomer can make up to 8 km/h on water and can reach up to 70 km/h on land. HUNTA basic configurations come with 1.9-liter diesel engine with 95 HP. Burlock vehicle is one of a kind. It is especially designed to withstand harsh polar conditions. Designed in 2015 by ATV's Makarov, Burlock is a 6-wheeled amphibious vehicle based on the concept of the Soviet armored personnel carrier BTR-60. Its length is 6.6 meters, it is 3.2 meters high and 2.9 meters wide. Outside diameter of the wheels is 1.75 meters. It weighs about 4 tons. All the units and assemblies can be accessed from inside the cabin so that the harsh polar conditions don't interfere with the vehicle's repair process. Waterproof body and the water propeller allow Burlock to easily float among the ice cracks. Some parts of the vehicle were taken from the armored personnel carrier and some from Toyota Land Cruiser. Transmission and transfer case, however, are custom made. Low-pressure tires were manufactured on request in China. There are 4 berths inside. There's a kitchen with gas burners for cooking. There's a wash basin and a shower. By adjusting the engine heat supply, a stable, comfortable temperature can be maintained. The interior is sheathed with insulation and synthetic felt that retains heat for a very long time. The body is made of aluminum and is 1 mm thick. All in all, a very promising and capable vehicle for the harsh realities of the North. TARTA 813 8x8 was a military truck produced in Czechoslovakia from 1967 to 1982. It's got a very firm frame, independent suspension, and V12 engine of 70.5 liters, which is a lot. It has a main auxiliary gearbox, single step-down transfer case, planetary overdrive, and a lot of other stuff. It's a great example of the olden days all-terrain vehicle. It offers a very smooth ride, and it seems like it was too good to be true at the time. Thanks to its high engine power and uniquely designed gearbox, TARTA 813 used to carry heavy loads and was generally very rapid. When first images of Zil the Punisher appeared online, it made some people praise its aggressive design that kind of resembled a Batmobile. Others laughed hysterically at those huge windows that were obviously too big for such class of vehicle. Some people even said that the car wasn't real at all. They thought it was some sort of joke. But the truth is that Zil began making the car back in 2008 together with Ford Technology. Some specs remain a secret till this day, not that anyone cares that much about it. The windows are very large indeed and are a potential threat for those operating the vehicle. Those are heavily tilted, however, and that minimizes the damage quite a bit, but at the same time, not really. Zil the Punisher makes 200 kmph, but the fuel consumption is crazy, 100 km per 50 liters. And now, can you guys tell me what the hell is this? I found this pic by accident and I have no idea what the hell is that. So, what's this giant crazy SUV? Also, tell me which one of today's ATVs did you like most? Share your answers in the comments and press the like button if you liked the video. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.